It works. Well, howdy if it's working. We are doing a little bit of prep, is what's planned right now, honestly. This is, I have finally made an NG save file, first playthrough save file, so I can actually, like, level and be having an easier save for the DLC. So that's what we're going to be working on today, honestly. I'm actually going to be changing my build immediately as well, too. Do I have any larval tears? I don't have a single one, huh? Wow. I'm bad at getting those, apparently. So, the build that I have been using is a Golem's Heavy Halberd. I think this weapon's bad, though, dude. But I'm also biased because I think all the colossal weapons are just bad. I would actually rather fight you on foot. I mean, like, yeah. This poor Knight's Cavalry. Oh, thank you, weapon. There we go. Wasn't really here to kill him, but cool. I don't remember what that one gives you. Shared order. It's pretty worthless for this build, but that's okay. What we're going to be grabbing is a Great Hammer, and it's not the Great Starts for once, everybody. Wow. We have a lot of prep to do, honestly. As you can see, I only have a +3 weapon as well. Or a +3 flask as well. So we're going to be fixing that, remedying that, you might even say. We'll be swapping to, we'll be running to the Weeping Peninsula at some point to help with that. But for now, we're just going to focus down getting the weapon that we're going to want to use. And it's one that you can get from the start of the game, and I think it's one that I would like to eventually try from the start of the game as well. It's one that I really enjoy. It's a great hammer. You probably know it. It's the one that you probably thought to farm for without realizing you don't farm for it. The Celebrant's Hammer. So that's what we're going to try using. Because I'm kind of sick and tired of colossal weapons. I have tried enjoying them, but I gotta tell you, these are a little rough to use. I will say one really nice thing about this weapon, though. One second. Alright, I was just wishing my wife good night. But anyway, the one thing I'll say about this weapon, one sec. Anyway, as I was saying, my wife came back out, and for some reason I just mute myself when she's out here. But anyway, the one good thing is that this thing has 75% fizz block and 55 guard boost, so it's actually, like, fine as a shield, right? You're talking better than most light shields and as good as medium shields. So, just a solid option. But yeah, this is the weapon we're going to go get. We might be a little bit late for the soul gain on it, but at the same time, I'm curious if it would still... You gotta think, so 20 souls, 44,000. You have to hit somebody. You have to hit 2,000 times for this thing to be worthwhile, to get one level out of it. But at the same time, it might actually work. Who knows? But this gives us a lot of options. It lets us run heavier armor, which I prefer. Gives us a better moveset. And it lets us respec into something a little better as well, I think, at least. Or we can go 60 vigor and stuff like that. We don't need Radon Soul for this either. Did I grab these? Yeah, I did. So let's go ahead and we'll head back. We have a few more things to do, by the way. We have to go do Rykard. We have to go beat Moog. I think those are the 2 bosses we have left. We have the Remembrance bosses, obviously. Unfortunately, we don't have enough souls to bring this all the way to cap yet. I don't think. Yeah. 8. That's 12. What about these? Maybe we can get 12 of those. We'll see how far we can get. We'll start there. We can probably get it to plus 18 then. And then honestly, that'll be good enough for what we need to be doing right now anyway. Now, what I'm told about colossal weapons is that you should just run... Oh, this gets Barbaric Roar on it. You should just run Royal Knight's Resolve. Personally, we don't have enough souls, dude. It's so expensive to upgrade weapons in this game, huh? That's okay. Here we go. That'll get us 1 more level, I guess. We're not using any somber weapons right now. Nah, I really shouldn't sell those. We're not going to use either of those. Sure. Right, here we go. This is getting us close to enough, at least. Yeah, and then honestly, the armor that we're wearing I'm going to be using, besides maybe the Drake Knight set, because I do really like that one. Oh my goodness gracious, dude, this thing's so expensive. What can we do? It's good enough for now. And then we need to make it heavy, probably. Oops. Ash of War. Dude, like... Yeah, heavy is so much better. I swear, though, holy cow, dude. And Stormstomp has, like, been the only Ash of War I've been able to use so far, which is fine. That's on me for not collecting more Ashes of War, honestly. Let's go do the, Well, the first thing we're gonna go do, actually... is probably come down... this way and go get the Rune Bear that drops a larval tier, and we'll respec. And then we'll go from there. This is one of the shorter Great Hammers in the game. That is going to be something to note. Oh, I mean, this thing will also technically... Okay, so how about that? At worst, this thing provides the souls to get its upgrade material, you know, for free. Help us out, Cully. Unfortunately not. I don't think any of the NPCs are going to be tied to the DLC, right? Not inherently in terms of if you've done them, at least, I think. So I think it's fine to be skipping them. And, I mean, like, Bach never really did much anyway. That's one that goes on every weapon. That's for sure. Talk about short. There we go. We're just fighting a few things while we go, just so that we get some upgrade material. Oh, so much for that. I think horse combat's kind of trash out of this game, honestly. It's really bad. That's okay, though. Wow, we got a dismounter already? That would have been nice. That's a really good weapon, by the way. Somewhere around these cliff faces, there's like a guy or something. I think. I have so much trouble remembering this game sometimes, like certain aspects. It's not this guy. Don't know why I fought him then. Hey! Alright, I think it's up here. Okay. Like right up here, maybe? One of these guys. You kill them and then they turn into a rune bear instead. Something like that, I swear. Nope, apparently not. Alrighty. So much for what I know, huh? I should just go get a larval tear from somewhere else then. I can already go to Noxtella. Oh, that's not a remembrance boss, but I can go do the, if I want to, I could go do the deer boss. The ancestral spirit. Ooh, that one-shot him. I probably should, knowing what, like, that I have a plus 17 weapon, but... Dude, this thing gets 63%? Huh. That's pretty good, too. And now that we're running... Okay, so we can change these up a little bit. We're actually going to run both of these. Sad thing is that the soul gain from this isn't boosted by the scorpion. I wish. That'd be really cool. Okay, I guess I just forgot where the guy was. That's so sad. Somebody's pursuing me. Saw this guy. There's a gold pickled foot there? Nice. Alrighty. So, we really don't need to respec either. 40 strength is good. We have 2 extra decks, but beyond that. Yeah, let's go do something else then. I'm not worried that much about a larval tier. That was probably the wrong one to go to, but that's okay. We're gonna go kill the, not kill, we're gonna go climb the, Great Rune Tower and get the, Radahn's Great Rune. The 15% health, stamina, and mind and stuff. Well, FP is pretty good. One thing to note about this weapon, it gives you 20 souls, 20 runes on hit. Okay, let's see, large bludgeon decorated with flowers and many colored fabrics. Ceremonial tool used by dancers during festivities of Domindula, Windmill Village. Oop, excuse me, dude. The striking end is a skull too large and human in size to be human. Grants trace amounts of runes on landing attacks. So it grants you 20 runes on hit. But weapon arts that are like multi-hit, or weapon arts that have like that leave a lingering hitbox, or hit multiple times, each of those also give you souls. Which means, I think I'm gonna go grab Prelate's Charge and try that out. I don't really need this, honestly. It's like Polo. Wrong direction. There we go. I always have trouble remembering how to scale this tower. Whoa, and I got the backstab. You can use things like wild strikes on this weapon. I think that one can be kind of fun. Things like that, you know. I honestly think our endurance is about where it needs to be. So if I were to respec, I would just give myself more vigor, which is unnecessary right now, honestly. Also, Radahn's Great Rune gives you the same amount of vigor as though you had 60 if you're at 48. So, that's why I want Radahn's Great Rune. It's going to basically give us the same stats as though we were 60 vigor, which is where I would call it for needing vigor, honestly. You get such heavily diminished returns after that point. Thank you, game. Good thing I can quit out. This is why you just ride the horse on all this, honestly. Horse just makes it like 10 times easier. I think I'm going the right way. I could be wrong here, but I think I am. Yeah, this is the right way. I have no idea how to scale the rest of this, but here we are. And then going down this thing, I have no clue. The inside of this thing, no clue about that. That was weird. I had my camera angle locked for a second there. We don't really need to fight the guy at the bottom of this tower, so we're not going to right now. He is worth 90,000 runes when you kill him, though, which is significant to say the least. Whoops. This one. There we go. And then when I climb on the elevator, I'm going to step away for just a split second, okay? And I'll be right back. Thank you for hanging out. If you are hanging out, this is just going to be a very chill setup. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Didn't take too long, honestly. The main reason why I'm staying up partially is to stream and get things set up for the DLC, partially just to get some laundry done. With this out of the way, we have our great rune selected. Perfect. Next up on the list is going to fight Rykard and doing Volcano Manor. So, let's go do that. I'm not gonna do the Volcano Manor questlines, I don't think. Like the hunting. I don't really think I need to. Yeah, we want to go down. This way, I believe, right? Yeah. Okay. We have no rune arcs right now, so we're not going to worry about changing our great rune yet, but we'll get there. There's a few things we want to grab here. We're going to be grabbing Prelate's Charge as well while we're up here. Actually, this is the wrong direction to get to Prelate's Charge. That's over at the start of the Holtis Plateau. But that's okay. We're not going to be grabbing Great Stars, or at least if we do, we're not going to be using Great Stars. Honestly. Ooh. Nice. Whoa. You know, I never fight these interactions. I never have a reason to. Honestly, they don't hit very hard either. There we go. I guess they gave us some smithing stones. You know, there's something to say about actually just fighting groups of enemies. I never do it in this game, but I just got like 4,000 souls for that. Adds up pretty quickly. Honestly. I don't think I can open this. Oh, I can. Nice. That 20 extra souls is basically like maybe 1 to 5% extra souls per kill, right? Maybe 1 to 10%, somewhere around there. So that's like 7, 8, 9 hits. And then he's worth like 1,000. I think that's almost a 20% boost. I guess that's another way you have to look at it though, right? It's not just per hit. Because all of a sudden, if I'm getting 200 extra souls from the giant who's worth 1,000, that's just as good as wearing the gold scarab beetle, right? Alright, let's actually get to the mountain. Volcano Manor, I guess I should say. Is this gotten... Okay, yeah. So you can get the +2. Everybody knows where you get that one. That one you get from, like, Farum Azula. Crumbling Farum Azula. I really think the +1 is just worth grabbing in this game these days. You get it from the Oriza's Hero's Grave, I believe, with 1 Stone Sword key. But it gives you 13, or instead of 17% resistances. But you can get it before you fight any bosses, and this one requires you fighting like 5 bosses. Assuming you're doing nothing else, which is typically not the case anyway. So you get it way earlier, is effectively what I'm gonna get. Please don't run me over. Okay. You did, but only barely. I think I'm just gonna do a simple strength endurance build. Strength, vigor, endurance for the DLC on this. And then for NG7, I'm probably gonna be streaming on this save file first of all. What I'd like to have, even though I've only got a few more days, I'd like to have my same loadout that I have for the NG7 save file, just because I like that, and it's kind of my brand for the game, right? That's the set that I use. Honestly, I like how it looks. So 3 parts Banished, 1 part Loretta. I haven't even fought normal or Ghost Loretta in this save yet. I've done almost nothing besides what's required, which is just a bad habit I need to break. Wow, he swung that fast. I wish we could get this weapon from him. It'd be cool. Pumpkin hammer. I think it'd be impossible to tell, but I also think it'd be really cool to see just how many souls the Celebrant's hammer would get you in a single playthrough. Stance break? Nice. Oh, and he's orange-eyed. Which means he's worth what, like 5 times as many? Yeah, 14,000? Okay, that one was worth killing. That's where you get the Scavenger's Curve Sword? I think there really is an argument. There really is an argument to be made for fighting random mobs. I never do it in any save file, like ever. But I mean, just walking through this map, I've gained 40,000 souls, right? Like, that's almost a level on its own. Usually, the issue that I have is right, like, the actual time cost of it is greater than if you just ran to 5 bosses only. I think, but I can't actually be sure. Especially with some of the bosses have having such large gaps between them. But when you have things like Garronk and all that worth over 100,000, I'm like, it's really hard to justify fighting mobs. Okay. Perfect. These enemies are weird. They only show up in this, like, one place. I wish we could get the bombs that they use, honestly. Don't do it. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, and this guy doesn't even know where he's going. There we go. No armor. Cool. Didn't even know they could drop their glintstones. Like, you gotta think in this game, with a weapon like this, it does below average damage. How many times do you think it swings before you beat the game? If you choose it as the first weapon before you fight any bosses. You're probably hitting a boss, I don't know, like 30 times at least, right? Like 3% damage. Maybe 20 times if you're doing 5%. Or 4%, I guess. 5%. I can do basic math. It might be a little late here. Anyway. I mean, that's 400 extra souls. That sounds like nothing, honestly, when you put it like that. But then you multiply it by the fact that you're doing tons of bosses, right? There's 140 bosses in this game. 160. I mean, 100 times 400, that's 40,000. No, that doesn't sound right. Only 60,000 souls, grand scheme of thing, from using it from start to finish? I don't know. Maybe it is that little. But even if it is, that's one, if not almost one level in the late game. Dude, he's still in the middle here. Oh. I hate these things. I think they were not a good choice. Specifically the invisible ones that there's no way you can learn their path entirely. Like, really? I'll just stand up here, I guess. Right, because he always comes up here. No? See? Yeah, I don't even know what that is, but I'm not even gonna bother, because it's ending up... They end up not being super useful either most of the time. There's like one or two of them that matter, because Flame Strike comes from one. Is this a madness? I wanted to say this was a madness giant. Okay, yes. Alright. I get it. There we go. Don't think I've ever actually killed this one. Until now. Didn't even drop anything, did he? No, he did not. Really? They headshot me there? Okay, game. Alright. Are you noticing how many, like, how many flasks I'm getting back too? My goodness. I honestly think, by the way, that this is the best of the Celebrant weapons, and I'm glad you don't have to farm it. If only for the fact that it gives 20 souls instead of 10. I get it that it did that because it's supposed to be a weaker weapon, or a slower weapon. But I think you get more souls out of it either way. By the way, we are not going to be using this weapon to kill Rykard. Rykard's just going to get the usual treatment. I've honestly never fought through this place. I know I'm going the wrong direction. Oh. Hmm. I just don't think that matters, though, right? Like, well, to be fair, I guess neither does that. They drop arrows? What the heck? Hmm. I know there's a Bloodhound Knight over here. Yeah. Can you backstab him? I actually don't know if you can backstab these guys. No, you can't. Didn't think you could. Alright. I was gonna just stand there and mash R1, but that's not gonna work. There we go. That's a really good weapon yet. Or, honestly, I have yet to actually use it, is what I was going to say. But, not only is it claws, it's claws that come with Bloodhound Step, don't they? Like, I don't think I need Dagger Talisman. I guess it doesn't hurt to have, but I don't have any Stone Sword keys, do I? The route that I've taken this time compared to any other has actually just been ludicrously bad. Like, I've missed every sort of key item loot sort of thing. So I wouldn't recommend. Okay. Would not recommend the route that I took. I just don't care about the poison, honestly. Also, this poison's weaker than the snail's poison, isn't it? It does 8 damage a tick. That was weird. I like the man serpents. They're a little funky in this game, but they're kind of cute. Find it odd that poison was such a big thing at the start of this area. I'm realizing. Really? Of all the things not get one shot, it's the dog, huh? By the way, I just haven't really updated my physic tier yet, so it's just heal half your life bar. Ooh, shield? Ooh, cool. I don't think I've ever done charge start 2s on this thing against enemies. You know, I think a cool way to make the soul weapons, instead of them being like flat rune amounts, make it like percentage of your damage, right? All of a sudden when I'm hitting for 400, 10% soul gain. All of a sudden I'm gaining 48 souls per hit at this point. Well, I don't know, that might be too powerful, right? Like if it gets buffed just enough. Probably not, honestly, right? Because like, not only would it would be more souls per hit, but then my method of soul farm with it, using weapon arts like Poison Mist, don't work anymore, honestly. I love these guys. They're just adorable, you know? The little fire slugs. What the heck? I thought they weren't supposed to wander. Well, so much for that person. Who? What? Oh. And poison wore off. Look at that. Yeah, that thing did like nothing. If it does 8 damage per tick over the course of 90 seconds, that's 720 health, which is a little under half. It's like 40%. 16 times 4. 40 plus 24. Yeah, a little more than 40%. Yeah, fair enough. Those guys are cool, but I guess I'm just equipped enough at this point, right? A plus 18 is... Well, plus 17 is around where you would actually be for this, right? Because after you fight this guy is when you get a plus 7. Somber weapon. Do I heal the fool? I think I just fight him. Yeah, we're doing fine. Fine damage, I should specify. Okay. Yeah, he's not really much of a threat here, huh? Not with 48 vigor and 50% resistances. Yeah. Whoops. Perfect. That's what you want to see there. That way you cancel out whatever he chooses. Ah, I see. It's like this then. Oh. Didn't know that was a place you could get stuck. Whoa, it's not necessarily. Alright. What a dumb attack that is, huh? Actually, that might be his dumbest attack. The only reason we die here is just me getting in, being too overconfident and just trading too many blows. What the heck, dude? Like that. Like... See, this is the good attack. And we whiffed. Talk about a short hammer, by the way. I'm telling you, this thing is tiny. Other thing to note is you can also just kind of chase him. Like this. You just have to roll at the end there when he does it like that. Dude, just like... Holy cow, I swear. Never see him use that move so much. I know he only used it 3 times, but jeez, dude. I do not approve of noble presence. Anyway, I think we can go get to a plus 25 now, huh? How many hits do you think that took? We should go now, right? Because the only thing ahead is, like, requires a Stake America, I think. Yeah, look at how much cheaper these are now. I remember when those were unaffordable when the game first launched. I think they were basically the same price, if not the same price, as Somber Stones. Which made it almost impossible to just upgrade any weapon in the game. Then I'm just missing the one Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. Which we could get right now. If I just go up to here, yeah. And we may as well, honestly, because we can get a tier as well, can't we? Sacred tier. Oh yeah, the other thing to check, what's our damage? 664. When the other weapon at plus 25 is 750 with the same stats, this is why I question using colossal weapons. The difference is, I guess we weren't wearing this. So 750 compared to 600 right now, but it'll probably be like 620, 630. So you're trading like 20% more damage for an abysmal attack speed. I guess it's for the stance damage. He doesn't invade, right? Because I already beat Fire Giant. Nope, Okina does still invade. Alright. I love NPCs, huh? I guess there's that, huh? Yeah, okay. That was pretty easy, to be fair. Wow, Rivers of Blood. Holy cow, dude. Okay, that actually scared me. Things usually actually aren't that bad to fight. That took me with him for some reason. That was weird. There we go. That thing's worth like 5,000 souls, huh? I was coming over to here just to check out these little slugs. Didn't know there were any up here. Poor guys. It must be freezing. Alright, let's go ahead and head back one more time. And we'll check my actual damage. Let's go ahead and check, by the way. Wait, what? Oh, it's not heavy anymore. Okay. We may as well put determination on. And then we can compare the two. Determination's just better, even if... So for two-handing, it's a difference of about 20% damage. I just don't think 20% damage is worth triple the weight, almost. I don't know, dude. It's better range, but not by much, just due to the fact with how it swings. Let's go ahead and go back to Rykard, right? I think it's Prison Tower Church. Am I just wrong? Yeah, I'm just wrong. Oh, by the way, 621 compared to 750. So we are missing like almost exactly 20% damage. I think that's okay. I think I'd rather give up the 20% damage. It's free souls too, dude. And like there's better weapons too, right? Like Great Stars is just better than this. Purely just think for the swing speed. Also the R2 is better. Significantly so. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater on colossal weapons. And I should get over it. That's probably what it is. I don't know why I'm fighting these guys. They're so darn cute. I'll stop. But maybe not these ones, though. That item's always weird with how you grab it. Anyway. We're gonna go fight Rykard, and... I can't remember if there's actually a bonfire right before him or not. If there is, then it won't matter, but we're gonna get the, Serpent Hunter, of course, to fight him. Do these things just have infinite stance? I don't know if they do. That would have been such a cool weapon if you could get their glaive thing. Not even as a whip, but just like on a pole. Yeah, I think this weapon just feels good, right? Alright. Poison really was just part of this area, huh? Yeah, I know. You guys think you're so cool. Which somber stones do I have? 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, why don't we do this? We missed the 6 in here, but we can go get a 6. And then 1 through 4 can be bought from EG, right? So we can use this as our somber weapon for going into the DLC as well. Okay, so there is a grace. So sad to see just another Storm Ruler fight, huh? I don't think we're quite strong enough with an upgraded version, but we can check if we could hit him. I mean, like, we could do it probably, but it's not gonna be pleasant, right? Maybe it won't matter. No, we're pretty tanky, honestly, yeah. Well, that sucks. Oh, it does put us over. I think that's what you're supposed to do to... There we go. I'm so bad at dodging that. Oh, it only hits you once? What? Alright. What I'm surprised about is that we haven't stance broken him. Yeah, blocking that actually feels pretty good, right? Because for some reason it uses no stamina when you block it. And we've still got 6 left. We'll make it 5. And then for this phase, we'll actually use the weapon art. Yeah, definitely better to wait for phase 2 on this. Oh. What the heck? He can just wait that out if he wants to. Oh, come on. You know, I honestly didn't think that I'd be able to use the initial one, but not the follow-up. Oops. This fight feels so weird. Not necessarily in a good way either. Great. We get to watch him do the snake attacks. What the heck? Oh. Great. Oh well. We'll just come back. We'll run to Yichi, I guess. I don't think very highly of Rykard, honestly. I won't lie. He's just another Storm Ruler fight. But that's okay. We'll just grab our souls and we'll leave. Can we? Oh yeah, we can. And I've done nothing over in Raya Lucaria, honestly. I didn't know that that room would actually not stop you from doing combat. Or, like, from traveling from combat. It'll let you travel, I should say, I guess. Yeah. We have a long way to go, sadly. But upgrading this weapon makes that fight trivial as well, right? I didn't get a +6 stone. Sad. One thing that's really cool about this weapon is that it requires no stats to use. Wow, I've never read this description. Weapon that serves as both great sword and spear, thought to have been used to hunt an immortal great serpent in the distant past. It manifests a long blade of light when facing such a creature. When their master's heroic aspirations degenerated, yeah, I can't read because I'm so far away from the screen, degenerated into mere greed, his men search for a weapon with which they might halt their lord. Performs a powerful forward lunge, follow up with an upward thrust via an additional input. When fighting a great serpent, a long blade of light will appear, revealing the armament's true power. For some reason, that costs twice as much FP to use. I wasn't watching where I was going. I would have been so much better off just doing like the quick jump. I haven't fought Smarog. Really, dude? Doesn't that do damage? Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good, right? Oh, come on, dude. One of the downsides of having a small weapon. Yeah, I know. I think the idea for when if you're fighting it with magic is that there's all these blue beetles, so that you can get your FP back, right? Alright. It works. Oh, come on, game. Surprised I didn't stance break him at all. Alright, let's get out of here before somebody notices. Run! You know, that's one thing I've never used in this game, is the Dragon Communion stuff. I still haven't gotten around to that. By the way, I think honestly a +5 is going to be more than enough to use against Rykard. I took the early cliffside. Whoops. This is one of the reasons why I find subsequent playthroughs better, like NG Plus cycles better. Just because you don't have to go out of your way for these every time. Like, assuming you just grab the smithing stone uh, bell bearings, you don't have to run to EG. But I haven't done that yet, and it is late, so I don't quite remember where it is. I want to say the Somber 1 and 2 one is like really late compared to a lot of things. You know, honestly, I haven't read most weapon descriptions. I've been reading more as I do Melania's Arsenal stuff. It's been kind of cool reading them. I don't understand why maps are like this. There we go. We'll go Rykard, and then we will grab Prelate's Charge, and then we'll probably call it there, I think, for tonight. I don't have all the time that I want, sadly, but that's okay. Just let me buy. I don't care. I mean, already? Didn't that, like, double my damage for it? Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. Fine, I'll just rest. I think it's audience pathway. Yeah. Okay. This shouldn't be too bad. I'd like to believe, at least. +5 practically doubled our weapon power. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm liking the running R2. Didn't ever really think to use that before. Yeah, okay, we are so much stronger. We do have, yeah, we do. I wonder what's gonna happen next. What the? Oh no. I mean, like, our damage is so good, though. And then we can just do the weapon art? Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Oh. You know, I didn't actually realize that this phase had a transition where he starts using the snake. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? He's cornering us with lava. I think just a running R2 kills, though. Yeah. There we go. Much better. Now we can actually put our helmet back on, too. I don't care, dude. Never dies. Yeah, sure, dude. I gotcha. Eh, 4 levels is pretty good, right? Yeah, it's still significant strength gains. Yeah. It's like 6 damage per level on that weapon. My issue is just that it weighs 21.5. Alright, let's go get... Let's go get Prelate's Charge, and then we'll call it there. Gotta say, this weapon's fine. We're just gonna climb down here. Because I don't have the Erdtree Grazing Hill yet, honestly. There we go. I don't really need it either, especially if I grab this. As long as I don't die on the way over, which I really shouldn't. I didn't grab the Alexander Jar Shard. I'm realizing I'm doing like no prep for actually getting me into the DLC, but my plan is basically going to be like find DLC gear, use DLC gear when it comes to like weapons and talismans and everything. So I just need to be able to get into the DLC, and I need to be able to fight a few things to actually find something. I'm assuming that throwing weapons are going to be very bad. They're going to be more of a like an offhand thing. Huh. You can beat these up. I wonder if you can ever be strong enough to kill one. I'm also not grabbing that bonfire on. So. Really? From this far? We finally lose aggro? Okay, finally. We're still using stamina though. Sheesh, dude. I have high hopes for the DLC. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think all of the weapon classes will at least be usable. Which doesn't say much, honestly. I think throwing weapons are going to be one of the worst. Perfumer bottles sound really cool. Spoilers, I guess, because I don't know too much about it, but I know a little bit about the DLC from what everybody else has seen, but like... What do you guys think? Not that anybody's really here, but should I make a special thumbnail for the DLCs? Because otherwise it's going to pull like a random spot for my thumbnail on the stream, and that could be anything. It could be spoilers as well, which I don't think it will be, but I'll probably just put like a picture of Mesmer up or something. Alright, almost a prelate's charge. Yeah, we gotta fight this guy. But we're a little strong for this area, that's good. I think this guy just, yeah, he just triggers. What the? I've never seen him throw a fireball like that. Wait, this isn't prelate's charge? I forgot, that's just the hammer. Where'd I have to get prelate's charge from then? We'll look it up real quick. And if it's easy enough to get to, then we'll get it. Otherwise, we'll just call it there. Hello? My search engine's not working. There we go. Okay. Did I grab that bonfire? I have a tendency to not grab it. Oh, I do. Apparently it's right over here. Apparently there's a scarab on one of these trees. Who knew? Set on the tallest tree. I think I see it right there. Or at least this tree, right? No? There it is. This is prelate's charge. going to be very difficult about getting you. Can you jump and swing? Yeah, you can. I'm assuming it wants us to use a bow to knock it down, but like... Do we really have to? No, we definitely don't have to. Would it be smart to? Well, don't ask me that. Whoever said I was smart. Oh, I have to be, like, readying this up way earlier. Okay. Alrighty, fine. Do I have, like, any use items? There we go. Wow, I did it! Let's go ahead and test it out real quick. And then we'll call it there. We still want it heavy, honestly. Look at the souls go! That's the whole point, right? You just find like 2 enemies that you can corner or something, I don't know. Let's check this out real quick. So I'm at 34,556. And the first hit does way more damage, of course. I knew that. 35,449. Let's stand just a little bit further away. Five, 449. That was like 800 souls, right? Oh no. And then she's worth that much herself, okay. Now that's only with, what, 10 FP? 75 FP, I should say. I'm sure you can use that as a full soul farm somewhere. Full farm? Let's go ahead and I'm going to buy a rune arc. But this is where I'm going to wrap up the stream. Thank you guys for watching if you did. I know I didn't really get too much done, but I got a little bit. Whoops. Oh, I wasted a rune arc. Because I'm immediately swapping to something else. But, we are going to try to finish setting things up soon. Preferably before the DLC. I will be aiming to use this weapon, though. I'll let you guys know. I might make a community post, Thursday evening, right? I'll be getting into the DLC. The DLC will launch at 11 o'clock my time, but I have work on Friday, so I will be working, and then after work is done on Friday, I will be doing probably coverage once my wife goes to bed. So I'll be a late game streamer on this one. But that's okay. It's the first day. I'm sure plenty of people are going to come and watch. Or not. Don't really mind. I'll be happy that if you're there, though. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, of course, as always. Subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment. I don't know what about, but, like, leave a comment if you would so like. It helps me. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time, though. Bye.